technology screens. We're doing another demonstration. This time we're running ultra short throw projector and long throw at the same time. It's to give you an idea that yes, the technology is fully ultra short throw compatible. You're not going to have to be stuck in the dark with your ultra short throw. You're not going to be dealing with the fact that you're going to have picture washout, faded picture, dingy colors, or basically even worse, those poor washout contrast levels where the screen has this kind of really orangey look to the screen because those colors can't put, the contrast can't push at all. So in the demonstration, we are using the Sony CX100 $10 projector below on this screen right here. Over top here, we're using the Chrissy LW400. And then below, we're using our, let me check right quick. Over here, we're using our NEC. This is our short throw NEC UM61X projector. That's it. So that cost me 60 bucks on eBay. That cost me 50 bucks on eBay. And that cost me $16.25 on eBay. So it shows you that, like I said, Screen Paint is compatible with multiple projectors. We do not have to be subjected to worrying about spending money for an expensive machine just to get the projector to work right. All right, so I'm gonna get this started. Let's get these videos playing. I think we're on PC on this side over here. Yes, we are. We should go back into that one. And then on this side, we're using Fire Stick. Is the bottom half, top is actually PlayStation. I have to get one of these promo demonstrations. I need ultra short throw demonstrations to add into the shopping cart area. And this is a fantastic way to show it off. Showing off our multiple screen display setup we have over here. Let me take this off the stand so I can walk around a bit. So as you can see, one of the things I talk about when you're doing demonstrations when it comes to projector screen paints is some people will basically keep using ultra short throws. This is a bad idea because again, you don't know how long throw is going to be affected by your screen, and that's why it's important that you do these demonstrations on long throws and ultra short throws to show that there's no difference in the screens. Click over there, got a commercial popped up on that side. Then I'm going to come over here. And of course, Taco's fish would be right here for me to trip over as always. Let's go over here and let's get 4K demonstrations, OLED. Let's try again. 4K demonstration, OLED. There we go. I don't know what the heck it read. Read something crazy. $10 projector in the corner. But mostly we're concentrating on that ultra short throw projector. There we go. Ultra short throw's firing up. So my ultra short throw projector should look the same way as my long throw. If there's a difference in there, then there's a problem. That means that bottom line is it's only compatible with the ultra short throw, which again, everything is compatible with ultra short throw due to the fact it's sitting on top of the screen. The problem is if you do a long throw, that means you're going to use a higher lumen count. It's going to drop. Mind you, that projector is much higher than this one over here. And keep in mind, we can still maintain a beautiful image on the ultra short throw projector, not losing any picture quality, as you can see from the one up top. That is a Chrissy projector right there. Now, as you can see that the legendary cinematic screen paint is an amazing product. As you can see, we don't have to worry about if we're on ultra short throw. We're going to basically, lose any picture quality. Ultra short throws don't bring up that color, don't bring up that contrast as required. And this is something you need. And then we have the long throw over here. We switched over to commercial. I am not doing that much time for watching the video. I can just grab me another one. Let's see what they got on here. I'll grab this one right here. There we go. So as I said before, when you use that ultra short throw constantly all the time and a customer uses a long throw, there can be a massive difference between the two. As we saw in the demonstration, hate to bring them up, but it's true. Crow's demonstration clearly showed that the ultra short throws used in this demonstration in dark environments looks like it has very little problems. Customer who used it in Optima projector, long throw had big issues. Screen completely washed out. There you go. That's what happens when you do a lot of demonstrations on ultra short throw. You don't know the effect it's going to have with a long throw. It should look exactly the same. There should be no difference in it whatsoever. The ultra short throw should be a really easy projector to show off because it's sitting right on top of the screen, where the long throw is sitting way back here. So it should be able to pick up with no problem whatsoever. The fact that I'm seeing a lot of ultra short throw demonstration projectors in dark environments is really concerning. Very concerning. And as you saw with the customer who showed that picture, thank you so much, I appreciate that. Clearly you can see the machine he had was not a joke. It was a very nice projector he had, and he just couldn't read that contrast level right there. As a matter of fact, that's a great way to stop it right there, because that's where he had the issue at on his screen. Get that back over there. Now I'm shooting these promo demonstrations because they are for our website. We're going to be posting these on our website, explaining the difference between the two and why it's very important to do these demonstrations on both projectors. Low-end projectors, high-end projectors, Pico projectors, not just typecast into an ultra short throw projector. When you see demonstrations like that, that means your long throw is going to have complications in that environment because they're so used to having the projector right on top of the screen. They've never really did that test at long throw. And mind, when you do that test at long throw, you have to do it in a fully lit environment, and you can't have any washout to the screen. You see that? That's how clean your image is going to have to look. It has to look crystal clear. Images must be bright. Look how the blue pops. Look how the pink pops around their mouth. It actually matches the same neon I have sitting on the floor. See that ultra black in the background? That's the way it's supposed to read. All your screens should be reading this way. If you can't turn your lights on and you can't get the same reaction I'm getting right now, it's time to give us a call. Well, basically can't call us, email us. We used to have phone numbers, but you know, somebody decided to do something stupid with it, and now it's with the FBI. But anyway, that'll be sorted out once we get to court. But anyway, as you can see, beautiful, beautiful images right here. Yeah, the jealousy, boy, that we had to go through the day. I can see the judge right now. Mr. Burr, you must have an amazing product. You have no idea, Your Honor. No idea. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. That's the way it's supposed to look. Mind, this projector cost me $60. $60. We had this on some demonstrations at 150 inches because people are going out buying the IWA and the Alpha projectors because of the 150-inch screen. And I said, you can get that off this. I could do that outside on an Optima GT 5500, which I did do. Let's go back over here, put this back, and we're running this off the Fire Stick right now. Imagine what my customers are going to get. Same technology, except for this is one of the screens we're going to be sending out with that projector right there. We're hooking it up pretty soon. We're giving a free sound bar. I got about 5 sound bars in my storage unit. I don't even use them, so I'm going to give him one for free, and he's getting the projector for free. A little business package to help him out. But this is the image he's going to pull. So when I go into that environment to set everything up, when that screen gets coded at the shop, this is what you're going to see in that environment, just like this. And that's the way it should be. There's no way in the world a screen should change. If it's in a shop, wherever they have it, display, whatever, it should look the same way in the customer's environment. I wanted to do that ultra short throw. I said I was going to come back in and do it. But I thought it'd be more interesting to do the long throw and ultra short throw at the same time. Yeah, I see a lot of typecasting on those ultra short throw projectors. Every time I turn around, same projector, same dark environment. Every time, never showing any contrast levels. They stay away from the contrast levels. The minute contrast levels come on, that projector goes right into the dark. You know what I'm talking about, influencers. I watch your videos. I watch you turn those lights out. The minute that contrast pops up, and your machine is way better than mine. Come on, man. That machine I have right here, it's a 2011 model. That's an old projector. Look what I can do. I read 100% contrast. This projector only has 4001. We turn it off. Don't even need it. See that 100% black level right there? Now, if you had our product in your video demonstrations and you hit that projector, I guarantee you more people buy that projector and our product at the same time. Now, as for gray screens on an ultra short throw projector, you don't work on ultra short throw projectors. How are you going to read the contrast level in a fully lit environment? just ain't gonna work. See that? You're gonna be able to pick up all this. See how beautiful those colors pick up? Zero calibration, zero picture washout. Now right now that's 60 bucks. Projector here is 50. That's 110. Projector sitting over there is $10. $120. That's all we have here. It's $120 worth of projectors. That's it. I know people got movie posters, some professional movie posters. The lights that screw in cost more than that. Movie chairs probably cost way more than that. I bet you saw this projector sitting over at eBay right now, you'd think, nah, I ain't gonna buy it. That's a paperweight. Not knowing that that projector would look just like this on our products. See, there's that logo popping up again. Let's go grab ourselves something else. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. So we can go where we want to go. Looking at that tiger over there. I think I'm gonna do that Sony pinball over there. Now this is, you can do multi-setups. This is why people coat the entire walls. They buy the gallons, they can run ultra short throw over here, multiple ultra short throws at that. If you don't want the projectors all the way back there, you can run multiple ultra short throws up front. Each one got your own screen. That's what we're going to be doing pretty soon. Once we get the new shop at the end of the day, my screen's going to be 500 inches. You know how big a 500-inch screen is? That's a big, big screen. But we got the room to play with it in there. We're going to run multiple ultra short throw projectors. Now, you think we're going to go buy some suspensive machines? Oh, heck no. I'm going to buy these. These things are cheap. Why would I go spend $3,000 for a projector when I can do it at 60 bucks? 4 of these, line them up, and my buddy's going to run that edge blending technology. That's what he does. Blend them all in together and do all kinds of crazy stuff on the screen. Why spend the money? You don't need to. We sure enough don't spend it. So when people sit there and say there's a difference between ultra short throw and long throw, picture wise, not really, not with our technology. The only difference is one sits closer than the other, that's all. Ooh, I like this one. Can we, where are we at on this one? No, I can't watch that. That's Bean. That'll get me in trouble. Let me see. I'm gonna take that one over there. And then over here, get me a tiger on this side over here. I feel like Tony the Tiger, because they're great! Now see, I come out here and have fun, joke around on it, but I can back myself up in here. I can swap out to any machine I want and run this in a fully lit environment. And that's the power the customer should have. Not hearing some dumb nonsense from somebody saying, we got to calibrate your stuff. Man, don't, that's bull crap. You don't got to calibrate jack. Anybody at the end of the day will sit there and tell me you got to calibrate, please hit me up, let me know. Let me know if you got to calibrate. You calibrate. We don't calibrate. I've never calibrated a machine a day in my life. Ever. I bet you when you contact me, you'll have a 4K laser projector. I have this. And I still can take out your screen. Put that right there for a minute. Here. Shut this one. Turn this one on. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to concentrate on these 2 screens right here. I need to pick me up a cheaper projector. I'm trying to get something under the, roughly under like a $30 setup. I want to do a $30 setup. That's what I want to do. If we do a $30 setup, that'd be really nice. I'm trying to go as cheap as I can go and hit that high performance level at the same time. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to leave y'all right here for a minute. I'm going to do some demonstrations on that one today. So here we go. Oh, we stopped already? All right, we're at the bottom, so we're on Fire Stick. Let's see what we got for the bottom. Let's go with 4K Snow Screensaver, Cottage. White levels, excellent. Technology only white levels with multiple projectors, even ultra short throw. Again, I don't know why and who started the thing that ultra short throw was supposed to be a most difficult projector to be able to operate on. I have no idea who started that nonsense. It's stupid. The projector sits right on top of the screen. You shouldn't be having any issue. So when I watch people show ultra short throws and they make it look like it's a big thing, like wow, ultra short throw, right up on top of the screen, nearly kissing it. Look at the image I'm getting. Are you kidding me? You're on top of the screen. That's like me, you know, if I basically were to make a shot, all right? Bullseye here, got a gun here, right? Which would be more of a challenge? The farther back I go, right? The better the shot I have. I can brag about. But if I'm right on top of the screen, that ain't much to brag about. I'm right there on top of the screen. It's nothing really to brag about in ultra short throws at all, period. It's supposed to react like a TV. That's what's impressive about it. That you can be in a fully lit environment and this thing will operate just like your TV. That's what makes it impressive. Read your contrast levels, colors, white levels, all that stuff. That's what makes it impressive. Not the fact that at the end of the day, you're saying, I got ultra short throw. No, no, no. If you're still in the dark at the end of the day, you're going to pick up contrast color. That means that you're not picking up like a TV. And one of the things I can't stand the most is when I watch people do these demonstrations and they'll stick the screen in the same environment, the TV in the same environment as the screen. You know darn well that in your real environment, without cameras being on, that there's no way in the world that your environment's that dark. And people are like, what are you, vampires in here? What the frick, why are you like so dark in here? There's no way in the world. That's on camera. Let's get a beautiful ocean in here too on top of that. There we go. Nice beautiful ocean here. Nice beautiful white levels at the same time. So is it fully ultra short throw compatible? Sure it is. All our technology is. That's why I can understand when the guy called himself the Series C. It's not ultra short throw compatible. Read it, it's on the website. Not even short throw compatible. How is that a superior product? A superior product should be able to operate whether it's ultra short throw, long throw, pico. I do want to do a demonstration downstairs on one of those panels. It's coated with that on a pico projector. Have a little fun with that. I would do that too. That's why we have links on our website. You go to our website to look at our products, we have links in there. Showing you testing, demonstrations, all that stuff in there. That's what you should be seeing when you buy a screen paint. Mind you, it's your time, your dime at the end of the day. Oops, wrong one. Keep getting them mixed up. Really keep getting them mixed up. We're down to the bottom Fire Stick. Oh man, it's a nightmare when I had like 9 Fire Sticks. You have no idea how hard it is to track 9 Fire Sticks. And they all don't work the same. They all work on different channels. It was freaking insane to keep track of that. And I see those white levels popping up. When I black technology, do I consider that to be an improvement or a challenge or whatever? Nah, it's easy. It's ultra short throw sitting on top of the screen. It's easy. That's why I can't understand that people have ultra short throw projectors. Why are you in the dark with that thing? Like you're right on top of the screen. Can't see contrast, right? Starfield screensaver. You should be able to see that with no problem. See, and that's the problem, customer. They can't read it. They can't read that level right there. 100% black. They can't pick it up. That's why the lights are up in the environment. Let's go over and play some snow in here. 4K snow screensaver. I like to do them both. There we go. We can show some of that 4K snow up there. Bum, 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 bum. Of course. There you go. And we do both. See, we do something called transition. Transition means that you ever watch me do the Sony demonstration? The Sony demonstration has one of the best transitions I've seen. You'll see this nice, beautiful beach, beautiful colors. We take a gray screen, stick it up there. It doesn't read the color our screen will read. And then we'll go in and it'll transition to contrast, and the gray screen is just sitting there, washed out. Can't read the contrast, so then it transitions back to color, and then the gray screen has even more issues because it can't read the color correctly. And they'll tell you at the end of the day, well, how you have to fix this is you're going to have to darken your environment and you're going to have to calibrate. Which means you have to alter your environment for a screen. Now, as I said before, you know what I'm going to say? I say it in all my video demonstrations. I love saying this. If you feel in any way whatsoever that any of the demonstrations we're doing here are completely false, do Mr. Bird a favor, sign the contract, see us in court. That's all you got to do. Simple, very simple to do. It's not hard to do. Sign, meet us in court. And I'll guarantee you, bar none, there's notices on my face, that screen will do exactly what it does anywhere I go. Now, how many people can give you that guarantee? You ever heard a gray screen say, I guarantee you're going to get 100% contrast as a notice on my face? Oh man, you have no idea. You get that phone call like, ring, ring, like the freak. Yeah, it's Mr. Bird. How you doing, Chief? I just saw your video demonstration. I challenge you on that. Let's go to court. But you don't show up because you lie. That's why. That's why you'll use these ultra short throw machines at the end of the day, because they can fix all the problems that your screen had. If that was so that his screen paint worked, that long throw projector he had, which was far better than what I have here, would have operated easily in that environment, even next to 2 windows. That's what happens when you typecast yourself over and over and over again on a ultra short throw projector. When you basically rely on dark environments, little bits of light splash behind the back of screens and all that bullcrap at the end of the day, yeah, that's when you're going to start having some issues and problems. Oh, look at that nice little another star fill right there. Let's see if we can get over here. 8K Desired Nature. I'd be surprised if we get this. You got to be freaking kidding me. It literally landed it. It landed it. Usually we got to fight for that one. Let's go over here and let's get this one. The woman with the dark makeup is what I like to use. You know why I use this demonstration all the time? Because I saw this demonstration first in one of his YouTube videos. Room was super black, dark. Christmas tree lights, I call them Christmas tree lights. Little bright blue, yellow lights around the screen. And he was like, look at my contrast level. You mean to tell me you're in there with that ultra short throw projector in that dark environment and you're bragging about contrast levels? Turn some lights on in there, man. I actually bounced this off a ceiling one time with lights on, just for fun. I did it outside too. Matter of fact, I'll show you that shot. I'll do a mashup of everywhere we actually posted that demonstration, on what site everywhere. How it's supposed to be done. Now in some dark environment. If you're in a dark environment, you're going to be in a dark environment. There you go. Bingo. 4001 projector. 4000. That's the contrast on this one. This one has 3000 over top. They're both turned off. It's not needed. So that means that any ultra short throw projector, name brand projectors only on this technology, please, thank you. Any name brand projector, whether it be a Sharp that may cost you 20 bucks, is still going to read a contrast level better than the P2. Now people say, well, how's that possible? P2 is 2,000,000:1. But the 2,000,000:1 contrast doesn't work on gray and white screens. As you saw in the demonstration with the LG logo that popped up, it didn't work at all. It didn't pop up, nothing happened. Now, if I took a P2 and I stick it on a gray screen, and I take my ultra short throw here and I stick it on a black screen, which one reads the contrast better? It'll be us. There you go. It'll be us. So that means that projector right there can pull a better contrast than a P2 and costs far less for the P2 projector. It's $35, maybe $2,500 now. And that right there costs you about $60. Most likely, most you'll pay for $130. That's it. Now, is the P2 projector an amazing machine? Yeah, it's an incredible piece of equipment. It is. It is very, I read all the specifications, it's a beautiful piece of machinery. But the problem is that it doesn't really get a chance to show its true potential, and that's sad. Because, you know, it's displayed on gray and white screens. Even on the gunmetal screen, still doesn't show its true potential because you don't see black on gunmetal screens. And I've done all that test already for thousands and thousands of times. We've done them on different color levels. They just can't read next to black technology. So all that money you spent in your investment, you are not getting that back. Well, you can get it back. You're just not getting it. It's like you buy a projector, you open up the box, and half of the machine's there. And you call them up and say, why do I have half the machine? Because that's all you're going to use. You can't use the rest, so that's just pointless. And they're true, they're right on it. The sad thing about it, a lot of these companies who sell these machines, I'm saying certain ones, but what I've heard from certain sales places, will sit there and tell you at the end of the day that, hey, look, this projector will bring all the bells and whistles to your screen, and you'll be able to see. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. No, you won't. No. Even with a gray screen, ain't gonna happen. No. Now, my friends right now, one of my friends has a 200, I think a 20-inch screen. That's our technology. He's about to watch you. He's probably watching the game right now, knowing him. When's the game start? I don't know. Let me see. No. I'm sorry. So he's got a party about to start up. His screen has our technology in there. And his screen is huge. Yeah. And he says today, I can't believe people still suffer and muddle through those washed out images, and they still accept that nonsense at the end of the day when you could upgrade and do much better. Are we still doing white levels up here? I kind of forgot. I gotta get caught up in this all the time. Let's switch it out to something over there. Let's see where we're gonna go play up in here. Let's see. Let's go with some 4K contrast demonstrations. We show off a lot of white levels on our screens because that's something you should be seeing on a black screen in a fully lit environment. Gray screens, you should be seeing a lot of contrast levels and a lot of contrast levels. Fully lit environment. I swear, if I was the person who owned the company for Optima, I would sue Fernando at the end of the day. You know why? Because again, every time I see every demonstration on that machine, I see it sitting in this dark, medieval environment. And you've seen the promo demonstration for the P2. Have you ever watched that before? Does it do it in a dark environment? No. How in the world is an ultra short throw projector going to be able to sell that it's TV worthy if it's stuck in the dark 24/7? That's not going to basically, turn heads on buying that machine. And then the sad thing about it is because people are programmed. You're actually literally programmed. You don't think you're not, right? I watch and I read the comments below and people go, wow, that image looks incredible. And that machine's sitting in the dark. That's not what Optima intended when they basically started talking about this machine or selling it. They are saying that it's a TV set-top box. It's designed to replace your TV. Can't replace your TV if you're in the dark 90% of the time. That's not going to work. You seen the promo demonstrations for those projectors? You ever watch them? You see them sitting in super dark environments going, oh, look at the color. And they're in fully lit environments with those. Some of that's AI, by the way. But anyway, still, that's what they're going for. Now, my projector here, I'm in a fully lit environment. Matter of fact, I'm in commercial right now. This is commercial environment. This is my office. Very, very bright in here. Even with the caps, still super bright. That's what you're supposed to get. Hey, let's take a walk around the screen. I feel like stretching my legs. Hoo-ah! Something that you guys can't do. You typecast these machines at the end of the day, and you claim that the customer is going to read this amazing image off the ultra short throw projector, and they're not going to get that. You see how I drop to the side, little angle gain right there. Now you see that bird? Look at the beautiful colors we have in that. That's what you're supposed to be able to pick up. See that black level right here? See all that contrast? You're supposed to be able to read all that. Especially for people who have outdoor screens. Outdoor screens, your screens are supposed to look just like your cell phone. If I whip out my cell phone, that's supposed to match my screen. Let me get my cell phone here. Let's have a little fun. Let's see, what video is this? Let's pick something that we can find. I'm going to do a contrast demonstration. We're going to fire stick down here, right? Yes, we are. Let's go with the, let me see. I'm going to go with the LG Beta Fish. They're going to hate that demonstration when you get done. Like, oh man, him and that freaking logo. You're supposed to read that. No, you know that, right? It's a very expensive machine. You should be able to read that. Let me see what we got going on here. Okay, that's it right there. My phone has an OLED screen. All right, let's pause it there. Now you see all that black in there? That's what you're supposed to be reading off your setup. That's what you're supposed to be getting, but they don't. Grayscreen will allow you to do that. Let's see. LG OLED Beta Fish. There we go, right here. Probably get a commercial in there most likely. Remember one time somebody said something about my environment being abnormal lighting. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It is abnormal lighting. Now you see that right there? Goes look the same way. Same way as my phone. See that? See the black in the background of my phone? See the black in the background of the screen? See how bright the colors are? It's supposed to look the exact same way. Let's try that one again. I want to be perfectly synced with that one. See if we can get that syncing there perfectly. Hold on. There we go. That's supposed to match your phone. So all that hoopla here at the end of the day about how we're pulling up a screen, it's just like a screen. It can match a screen. It's supposed to look like my phone. My phone has an OLED on it. And that projector 720p. My projector produces, my screen, or my projector does 4K. Sorry, my phone here does 4K. Now see that fish pushing by? Should look the exact same way. So that black in the background should look the same way. Having this conversation with customers. This is what you should be doing. It's called a cell phone challenge. You should be able to read this off your screen in a fully lit environment, just like I'm in right now. See, this is perfect black. There we go. There's this fish pushing by. I'll pause it here. Oops, so I can pause it there. Oops, I think we got the wrong one there. Wait a minute. Let me go back on that one over here. Perfect. Over here. I think we're placing them on this one on this side over here. Now, see right here? See where it says right there? The LG logo, right here on my phone. See how it looks the same way over there? That's the way it's supposed to look. There's no way in the world that should have ever came up gray. Not on that machine at the day. No, P2, that should have never came up gray. I'm going to take shots of this. I'm going to show that shot again of that washed out image on the network gray 773. Now, the individual may think he's so frustrated. He's so emotional. He may get upset and say, hey, I don't care, buddy. At the end of the day, I'm challenging your company on this. You know that, right? When we get you over here and you can't go anywhere, we got you nice and locked in, I'm going to challenge your company. I'm taking you to court on it, challenge that. But you basically lied about that product and you claimed you did a lot of things it didn't do. So I'm going to get a chance to get a lot of answers out of you that I've not been able to get because for some reason you want to put a lot of laugh emojis in there and cursing and carrying on. Well, in this place, you can't do any of that. So that'll get you in a lot of trouble. So you don't want to get in trouble any more than you already are. But you lied, your product doesn't work. And that 4K projector you got ain't helping jack. But anyway, you should be able to see it just like this, right off your cell phone. You should be able to read it the same way. Let me see it for a minute. I want to do a promo on this. Promo. Got an ultra short throw page I got to go to. I'm going to talk to them about what you should be getting from your projector. All right, how to kick that promo demonstration real quick. So we have that for the site's got to launch stuff on Facebook pretty soon. Right there. Oh, loving this, man. Loving this. This paint is gorgeous. Let's go over here. Let me see what I want to get over here. Let me see. Start with that. Let me see where we go. 4K demonstrations. Put some bright colors in there. I like to choose these some nice bright colors in there. To the top, nice little birds up there chilling. Now let's see what we got going up here. We might want to go play around with. Oh, we got a nice little city background contrast on that one. Definitely gonna play that. Now, our product is a one-coat application. That's it. No hard to understand instructions. No dark environments. Why turn your home into a medieval dungeon? You're gonna go down that route. You might just put one of those suit of armors in the corner and just call it a day. No dark environments. Treat your projection just like a TV. I swear I get sick and tired of seeing that demonstration. Dark environments, little TV monitor in the back. Come on, look, it looks just like a TV. Stop that, please. That's embarrassing for the rest of us. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. I'm pretty soon, one of the setups I want to do is, I want to do 2 side-by-side OLEDs next to our technology for the environment to show you how your screen's supposed to be reacting in a fully lit environment. It should be matching those TVs. Just like I just did a promo demonstration a few minutes ago, matching our cell phone. Contrast is very important. Let me see. So we got some screens coming in pretty soon, splatters. We're going to be using splatters on site. These are screens where we basically just mark it with our technology and only our technology reads. We're going to have a high performance gray screen paint we're going to be making. Keep in mind, ingredients is free. We'll post it in every demonstration that video shows. This stuff will match certified gray screens too on top of that. It's a very interesting mixture. We use it to test against our screens because apparently the stuff that we buy from other people just doesn't cut it for us. It's really just weak paint at the end of the day. We have to make our own to put against our own product. And mind you, I used to make gray screen paints back in the day, so I know how to make that product from 6 ways from Sunday. And I can look at your video because I've done enough of these videos in gray screen paint to know how your stuff is made. I mean, come on, you're not talking about a guy at the end of the day who's worked on black screens. I started in gray screens. I made so many different formulas, it was not even funny. And my track record in gray screen paints, my company was contracted. Matter of fact, the page is still there showing our screens overseas with the customers, investors, and all that stuff that went on. So my paint was more successful than the paints we have today. We specialize in silver technology. They definitely don't. I know the first thing about it. Dark gray technology, charcoal technology, gunmetal technology, black technology. So if I tell you that I can make a high performance gray screen paint that's far better than what's on the market right now, trust me. And give it away for free. You know why? It's not a threat to my company to give it away for free. Because we have to understand, if you're going to say our product is better at the end of the day, your product's better, right? Then why would I give away free gray screen paint if I'm afraid of your product? Mind you, what was in that box we sent over called the refusal was 2 versions. One was the exact version of this product, and another one was an upgrade version of that product. It would have beat all the screens with no problem. That's why I sent it back. Which means I can easily design your stuff. When you send product back to me, you don't do that test, you have literally told me at the end of the day, we know your stuff. Oh, let's do some of this Vegas in the background. Black contrast levels. I never get off doing contrast levels on these screens. It's just so easy because it's black technology. I like to show those white levels off. Let's show a little something that the gray screen can't do. Now we already know the white screen can't do it. We know this already. The white screen can't do it. People have white screens so they can't do it. That's why it's a budget screen, something for them in between to get ready for something better. And as for gunmetal, you can't see that black level either. Dark Star 9? No. I've actually beat a Dark Star 9 with a screen I bought off eBay for $69. Yeah, it's one I took outside. Now, we do have payment plans. Yes, we do. We actually were eligible for payment plans like 4 years ago. I didn't know. I don't really look into this stuff all the time. I'm actually eligible for it. So, yeah, it is on the website. We did activate it, so we have payment plans on it. Mind you, what happens at the end of the day, how the payment plan works, I go read through all that. It works out where basically third-party provider basically gives us our money, all in one chunk, and then you pay through PayPal. So please, if you get the idea, they're saying, hey, look, if it's a payment plan, I'm going to skip out a couple of payments and pay. No, you're going to be dealing with PayPal on that one. Now, PayPal works at the end of the day. They get their money. So, you know, just be upfront and be honest about the whole thing, you know. Dishonesty does not work. Some of you at the end of the day, and you don't have to have this conversation, but it's a shame we got to come on and have these conversations at the end of the day, but we really do. An amazing contrast of it. Okay, I'm bored with that. We do that one to death. I'm tired of, ooh, what's this right here? Let's go pop over here. I hope this is not a bunch of birds, because usually you get that nice, beautiful thumbnail, and it'd be just nothing but drawn out. Yeah, I thought so, but who cares? Looks nice. That one actually nice. I can get with that, but some of that scenery is just like, oh, it's like somebody showing you rows and rows and rows of just grass. Show me something different. People say, I want to live on a mountain one day. Well, bigger problem. How are you getting down from the mountain? Because that commute's going to be something else. Unless you got one of them, oh yeah, that definitely would work. That would be sick. If you had a rail cart going down that baby, it'd be like Donkey Kong, what's it, Donkey Kong Country? Yeah, you'd be going through that scenario. I'd do that. So we only got one way out. Like how do we get up the mountain? That's where we get off the mountain with? Like really? It has to be a rail cart. There's no way you're doing that on wheels. You would fly off that. We're going down in that? Okay, let's giddy up. Heck yeah, I would definitely do that. That literally looks like the mountain from the Grinch of Whoville. The scenery. Oh, darn it, wrong one. All right, then we're gonna make the difference. Let's go to outer space on this one, and this one. Let's see where you want to go on this one. Oh, let's go at LG snowboarding. That's already hear that all day long in there. So as you can see, the ultra short throw doesn't have any problem projecting, as it should not have any problem projecting. And the long throw, as you can see, picks up just as good as the ultra short throw. There should be no difference at all. And why is this environment so dark? Literally, why is it so dark? I actually bumped into that guy. I bumped into a lot of people on Facebook. I bumped into the guy that does commercials, well actually the YouTube channel, where he had like a little bit of window light here and a screen here. I don't know what that was going in the back. Some candles and stuff was going in the back. And he was something because he had that window open that he's showing off ambient light and No. I had a conversation when I said, no, buddy, that's not an ambient lit environment. Your environment is dark in there. He was like, no, that's ambient light environment. I said, oh, sure. All right, here you go. And I sent him some pictures of 150-inch outside. That's ambient light projection technology. I haven't heard from him since. So you guys with these birthday cake candles in the back, a little bit of light splash back here, and you got light. I don't know why you would have it over there. It's like nowhere near the screen. It's only a wall right there, and you have a light back there. And then you go, wow, look at the ambient light environment. Look how beautiful the image is. The colors pop. Just giving this outstanding image. Look at the contrast. I forgot we had to turn the lights off for that one. You're supposed to read this. See this right here? See that logo that pops up? You should be able to read that. It should look just like that on your screen. Look at the ambient light environment. So well lit. OLED. Samsung contrast demonstration. Oh, where did we go on this one? Let's go here. Oh, I bought some water too. I bought some smart water. I like this. It was actually pretty good. Now, can you imagine how many companies, when we put those first several screens in, how many companies, we got people already came in today to take a look at this. How many companies are going to love this technology? Mind you, every white screen that we come in contact with, and we coat with this technology, has this capability now. They're in there struggling trying to pull a screen up on a projector that costs thousands of dollars and it's not getting done. They still got to turn out the lights on that machine. And we can come in and do this. Once we put the first one in, and they're going to look at this, compare this screen to the screen they have in there, probably on like an $8,000 projector, all white screen. They're going to look at that and like, they're going to take the projector back. Yeah, sell it because you're not going to need it. And we can actually coat every screen in there. Libraries, hospitals, because they got boardrooms in there, schools, apartment complexes, restaurants. The key feature is fully lit environment, no expensive projectors required. Oh, kitty, kitty. Wow. Now, I told you I was going to come out here in ultra short throw. I told you that. I'm going to come out in ultra short throw. I'm going to show ultra short throw demonstration versus long throw, that you're not going to see any picture loss. Now, like I said, I like to repeat this. I love saying it in these video demonstrations. You know what I'm about to say. And if anyone feels that any of the demonstrations in here that Mr. Bird is doing at the end of the day, sign my contract, see me in court. And if you catch on your YouTube channel, what am I? When people find you on there, talking a whole lot of nonsense, you can't back up in court, we will take you to court, we will sue you, and if there's enough evidence there to file for a criminal complaint, I will file it. So I would just say at the end of the day, act like you got some common sense. You were born with it. Of course you were born with it. Just use it. That's all you got to do. And please, 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 don't think that you can't be found, because you will be found. Mind you, all our technology is blessed by God. So God is our protector. And if God knows where you're at right now, where you're sitting at right now, then we will know. And as for the rest, we want the best of more superior technology. That's why you reach out to us. Tired of sitting in these dark environments, tired of spending all this money for expensive projectors and not getting what you paid for. Tired of hearing excuses from people you buy from, how you have to darken your environment, how you must calibrate and all that other crap at the end of the day. If you're tired of that nonsense, you reach out to us. You want to continue getting ripped off, you deal with them. $60 projector. $60 projector. Look at that. $60. Ultra short throw projector. Look how beautiful those flowers are. Mwah! Oh, look at that white kitty cat. Woo! I love my job. I love it. Freaking love it. Yeah. People get mad on camera when I do that, when I have fun back there. Look what I can do. Do this all day. Sometimes when I do these demonstrations, I walk away. Why do I need to be there? The screen does all the work. Don't need to be here. Just leave. I don't leave, but you know, just walk away and go check out the facility. Like, wow, it's pretty cool. So you need to be there? Nah, screen does all the work. Does what it's supposed to do. Answers all the questions. Can you read contrast? Yes. Working off the shirt though? Yes. Can you read a white level? Yes. Can you read skin tones? Yes. Does all that stuff. Ooh, look, fire. Boom. Let's have a little fun here. We got two screens in here. Wait, that's the top, right? The top looks great. Let's go with Batman. Tumbler scene? That's a very dark scene, right? Let's get that one there. And yeah, for all these ultra short throw demonstrations, sitting in the dark doing these demonstrations. I thought I broke your back. Oh, I never watched the whole part of that movie. I couldn't get through it. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, you see that 100% contrast level? So that screen can read that beautiful color level right there. Let's get to the part that I can't show too much of this. Let's see when he's taking off in this vehicle. There we go. See how we can read all that? The bright colored skin tones, all that pops. See that? Because that technology can read white light. Excellent, excellent level. So that means if you want to watch Batman with the lights on, you can do that because you got options. Not forced in the dark. Not forced in the dark. Options, 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 options. Football highlights. I did the demonstration, did all the sports from different sections. Do was like do NASCAR. Oh, we can do NASCAR. I love NASCAR, by the way. I freaking love NASCAR. All right, those of you watching the game. That one, because usually it takes a little bit for the sports. I might play that in the day. That's a nice dark contrast over top. Oh, here we go. See? Just like a TV. Just like a TV. go over here. Let's get something over here. Let me see. Oh, what are you? See? Just like a TV. $60 for your projector. That's all you need. That's why we can go in establishments and give them 720p machines. We don't require all that. Let me see up top. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to go up here. Samsung 4K demonstration. And down here, oops, two of those right there. Oh, we're at the top part. That's the top. This one's at the bottom. Down here. Oh, I'll do this one over here. It's got some nice bright levels on it. Let me see. Kitty, 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 meow. Some nice tigers up there. Lions and tigers. Oh my. Let me show you something here. Oh wait, it's easy to do because it's bright. That's why. Doesn't make this hard. I can put that back on in a few minutes. Contrast demonstration, OLED. Yeah, you can't walk in front of these screens, can you? One's sitting up on top of the table, the other one's ultra short though. In your face, Taco, in your face. He does it all the time to walk in front of the projector and stand still. Can't do it this time, can you, Jack? Alright, nice dark. Oh, look at the cotton. That's the scenery I like. That's what I like. Let's do something here. Let's go right here. Let's see. Let's see. Lights out. Let's see them put the lights out. No, the other one. There we go. Lights out, right? Easy to make cheesy. Nothing's easy to do. Let's put lights back on, okay? Bum 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 bum. Oh, wait, wrong one. Bum 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 bum. How do this? Let me see. There we go. That's better. Here we go. Lights on. Let's pause right there. Right there. See it right there? Now, usually if that was a gray screen, you would get that orangey look around it. The lights are on. Just do that. Boom, boom, and it'll make a difference. Back and forth. It'll make a difference. Put the lights on. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Because it has that ambient light projection technology embedded into it. You know, that cool stuff. Yeah, come on. Give me my lights. There we go. Yep. Oh man, knocked over my statue again. So you can see, look at this fully lit environment. Oh, forgot. I was playing that through, right? Let's play that through. I'm almost done here. I got to do a couple promo demonstrations. Bam! And we're done. Keep it light and bright. Da 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 da. Another smart word is pretty good though. So the whole purpose of the whole thing is the fact that customer does not have to be subjected to crap. No calibrating, no worrying about color washout, none of that nonsense. Pick up 100% contrast levels. That's what you're supposed to be getting at the end of the day. I'm going to be designing the contract we talked about. It's going to be posted to every website. And it's there just in case if you guys decide you get a little rabbit and you want to jump, go jump. Sign the contract, test Mr. Bird in court, and I guarantee you it'll be the biggest mistake you've made in your entire life if you walk in the court with me. I can back this up anywhere. So please, 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 take me as a joke. Make it seem like I can't back myself up. I would love to see your face in court when I crush you. So there it is. There it is. That's what I was looking for. That's the face up. Oh my goodness, I just messed up. I'm gonna see a lot of that in there. Got to be to back your products up. Bam! Now you see when I come on camera that I can pick and choose whatever I want. We don't have to be really careful and pick our selective videos because the screen may wash on us. We can play with it whatever we want. The technology can read those levels. I wish I can get that. I wish I can get a recording of the minute when we're in court when they lose. The look on the face. Like look, there it is right there. There it is right there. That's that face at the end of the day. When that screen turns on, you see that thing, how bright it is and fires up? Look, There it is right there. That's all Hope leaving out the building. Hope has left the building. Where did Hope go? Hope is gone. Yep. Hope, not a prayer, all that, they're gone. No chance at all. Where did no chance at all go? It left. It left about a half an hour ago with no prayer, not a prayer in the world, and hope. They just all left together. I don't think they're coming back. But I surrender stayed in. Now I surrender, it's right there right now. What you want I surrender? We don't do plea deals. We don't do plea deals at all. Sorry. All right, whatever. Hey, bye-bye. We don't do plea deals in court. We never do them. Now, see, my concern wasn't as interesting. My concern was that when we had these problems from people that were so jealous of my work, that we would have to go there. That would cost a lot of money to go back and forth right there. But God is good. Because we found out you have to come here. And when I found out, he told me that, you remember the Grinch's face when he figured out how to take on Whoville? That smile he had? That's clearly how I was looking in there. I was like, oh my goodness. They have no idea what's coming. Oh yeah, I'm following left and right. I got 10 to follow Monday. There's a criminal private complaints that I'm following on Monday. They involve be here, bench warrant. That's what it's called. All right? So you might want to follow. If you want on the channel, you made false statements about my company at the end of the day, we'll see you in court. Till then, customers, as you can see, we can back our products up. Pretty soon I'll be to say, my product is so amazing that haters are willing to go to jail for it. And you will. You go to jail for it. So you better be to back it up. I know they're scared. Look at this. They're like, oh my goodness. I messed up. I should have never said anything. Yeah, I know that thought's going through your mind right now, right? Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to stay in jail. Hopefully you don't do anything stupid enough. We have to basically have to file that form against you. I don't want to see anybody go to the prison system, but you know, if you've done it, we got to use you as an example. So other people don't think at the end of the day, if we give you slack, then they're going to think that you can do what they want, and they're going to want slack. No, we have to use maximum on everybody. We have to make sure that, you know, people don't do that again. The history of the hater. Everybody got them. Probably got a pretty lawn, beautiful flowers outside, got a nice car in your driveway. Maybe they come in your house, you see a nice furniture, kitchen, all that stuff. Maybe got a TV they don't have. They're just sitting back there just hating on you. Angry and upset and bitter. Look at them, think he's better than everybody else. You just mind your own business. They're working on your garden. But they're working on your lawn every day. You just like to work on your garden. They're just out there looking at you. Look at them. Too lazy to do the work themselves. They can have the same thing. You can have the same thing. It's called hard work, like he did. Or she did. But they don't want that. It's easy for them to just sit back and hate on it. This is where they mess up. You know, now they want to walk across your lawn and they want to put things on your lawn that could damage it. And your cameras picked all that up. And people like that, there's lots of them. I watched that small claims court thing. You'd be surprised the petty stuff people do. And now they're sitting up there. Something now is going to cost them $3 grand. Or even more than that because they got jealous. See, that's how Satan got thrown out of heaven. How do you become God's right-hand angel and you got tossed out of heaven because of jealousy? That stuff don't work. Let's see. Did that one over there. What do we got here for time? We're doing pretty good. I'm trying to keep this under the low. Under the low. But I'm having fun here. The videos, I said, videos, when you watch them, they should be an hour or more. Because again, as I said before, I like the scenery here. Now, usually I don't like scenery, but that's some really good scenery. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we did that one before. I don't like this one else. Oh, let's do this. Let's do abstract design dancing. I mean, looking at that, that looks creepy. Because I don't know why would you make something like that? It's glorifying the devil and do stuff like that. Stop doing that mess. Abstract dancing. Or basically, yeah, that's creepy. People are asking for it, I swear. Abstract dancing neon. Yeah, creepy stuff, man. Why do people entertain that stuff? Man, you keep on playing around with that stuff. Yeah, you're gonna find out. You're gonna mess around. They call it mess around and find out. You're gonna mess around and find out, alright? Keep playing around with that stuff. Keep it with the Lord 24/7. Oh, man. See our visual screen? Seems amazing what we can do with our technology. All right, people, I got to shoot a promo real quick. I'm definitely going to be putting some music behind this one. Hold on. I'm doing a good taco. I want to make sure I get my thing set up straight here. Definitely going to. All right, how to get that promo demonstration. This summer, we're bringing out the ultimate blackout cloth surface. This surface is amazing. Some of it is embedded with AdTech technology, which means, yes, you can stick this in your window if you want. So for you people that are into the DJ and stuff like that, this is going to be an amazing technology for you to be able to do things on that next level. On that next level. With no problem whatsoever. Oh, what is this? Man, I need to do this with one of my screens. My visible screens. I can do this on my screen. What's this one? What? I'm trying to figure out what the abstract for this one is. Oh, heck yeah. I definitely want this for one of my screens. I got a design I want to do with this. This is perfect. I want to do a demonstration underwater, but I'm kind of caught on all this stuff that's going on right here. I'm going to get this right here. What's this called? What is this called right here? Yeah. Oh my God. Did I get it before I went off? What's this called? Oh man, I got it right before it was going to click off. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. No. Give me this. Back it up. I'm going to get this. Let me see. I definitely can see it's going through one of the visual screens. There you go. Perfect. I got a beautiful design I want to do with that off the table. That is going to look amazing on the digital technology. I'm definitely going to be looking that up. That's going to look amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, we got DJ screens coming out. For you people into the DJ field, oh, matter of fact, I'm going to be building one for somebody. We were talking about that. We got this special cloth. It's all acoustic. It's rear projection. So you can put your projector behind it for your visual effects. And on top of that, as I mentioned, was acoustic, yeah. So we're going to do it in several different sizes. Customization. Oh, not there. This one. Customization. And we're going to have one that's going to be a 235.1. 235.1 visual screen. Projectors can sit behind it. Sound can travel through it. And mind you, you can pump this thing up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon and it'll run. Yep, it's a new form of screens. We got all different types of blackout cloth acoustic screens coming out this summer. And some of them basically have frames with them. Has a PVC pipe frame system that feeds to the screen. Yeah, man, this stuff is going to be beautiful, man. Beautiful when we get done. Yeah, we're going to reign in the world of freaking blackout cloth material too. Mine covered it all, right? Mine just cover everything. Pretty soon we're going to have inflatable screens. Working on a golf simulator that you can work outside, involving AdTech technology. We're going to work on a tabletop demonstration. We've got a whole gaming company coming out pretty soon. And it's going to be amazing. So when I said at the end of the day, when you talk about black technology, which one are you talking about? You make so many of them. And if you look at the demonstrations, we do demonstrations that no one else does. Right now, who's done a demonstration like this? Not gray screen, you can't read the contrast level. Gray screen, like, oh, I can do it. Like, oh my goodness, gray screen, why do you embarrass yourself among the other peers? We both know you cannot read black. Gray screen just puts its head down like, We know this, you cannot read black. Why do you even try? Why do you entertain the thought? Why? You come and tell such lies that you see a contrast level. I can see right now, if Gray Screen was born in that era, Gray Screen would be smacked every 5 minutes with a glove and be challenged to a duel. Gray Screen like, how dare you? How dare you say we are liars? Even though you know you're liars. Like, the guy would like smack you with a gun like, psh, I challenge you to a duel, Gray Screen. To a duel. Yeah, you'd be getting shot every week. Every week you'll be getting shot. Probably be a bad shot too at that. Every time. Lying among your peers. I can imagine back then that your word and honor was everything. You know what I mean? You had to back up what you said. If you came up with a theory among these men of scholars and kept them saying, well, I've discovered a way to basically take electricity from the sky. Can you imagine the craziness that went on? He made that statement. My word, you must be mad. You're saying that you can take lightning from the heavens and transfer it into a home? You're crazy, I tell you. And then I look at Ben. He's finally cracked. He actually believes he can do this. I guarantee they talk trash behind his back. I guarantee you they talk trash. Now, I know he had peers that believed him. At the end of the day, he had dead noblemen that believed him. But then he had haters. Every freaking inventor down through time had haters. Even Jesus had haters. The devil, like I said, the devil is the biggest hater of them all. He's the king hater. He is. He's the one that all you haters come from. You spawn from Satan. You do, because Satan's a hater. So yeah, every person had haters. Wright brothers had haters. Noah had haters. All the freaking apostles had haters at the end of the day. Yeah, they all had haters. So you haters come from a long list of just angry individuals. And what was the outcome for you haters? It didn't go well. Satan got cast out of heaven, so you can tell he didn't go well for him. And you guys follow a guy who basically literally got cast out of heaven. What do you think about that? What was his success story at the end of the day? He was God's right-hand angel, and he ended up getting cast out of heaven. And that's what you follow at the end of the day. So you can tell the road of following Satan is not going to be a good one for you. Biggest hater of them all is the devil. Oh yeah, they all had haters. Wright brothers had haters, they all had haters. Because anytime you're doing something positive, something different, you're always going to have somebody out there that's going to hate on you. And even the everyday Joe got them. You work hard, you come in early in the morning, you leave late at night, what do they call you? Brown noser. Yep, because you don't want what the rest of them want. You want to have that executive office, executive parking space, you want the top floor, that's what you want. Do they want it? No, they don't want it. They're comfortable with their jobs at the end of the day, just being what they are. Not making money to go from the left, not making money to go for the right, but always complaining about never having enough. And you don't see that. You see bigger things at the end of the day. That's what you want. So because you work hard and you basically put your mark in the company, they feel that you're just nothing more but a brown noser. This is what I say. Move on. Get rid of them. They're just doing nothing but pulling you down. So if it's a true friend at the end of the day, a true friend is going to have your back no matter what. Just make sure that you're a true friend to that person, that when you get to the top, you pull him up with you. Other than that, don't be that jerk at the end of the day that makes it to the top and then basically pushes away the ladder. That means you're a jerk. And at the end of the day, you will meet with someone bigger than you, and they will push away the ladder when it comes to your turn to jump up. So don't do that crap. Life has a way of paying you back in the most worst place possible when you do stuff like that. But other than that, you got haters. People hate on everybody. Hate on your car. Got a new car, got there celebrating. Oh, you got somebody in the window staring at you. Looking at your car like, oh, I can't stand her. Yep, can't stand him. You're always going to have that hater at the end of the day. Yep, but you haters at the end of the day, on social media, you're worth money. You are definitely worth money. They're going to start going through your finances and find out how much you're worth at the end of the day and put price tags on you guys at the end of the day. Like, this guy's worth, he's got 2 businesses. He runs, he has a couple of nice cars, got a Hellcat. Oh yeah, we'll take that thing from you. And then go check on your channel, you talking some trash about us in the day? Oh yeah, definitely. You call me a scammer, anytime I hear the word scammer, I mean, you're going to come get your behind. And since we already have a payment of multiple people being sued over this, it's not going to be hard to prosecute you. So, kiss your car goodbye. You're taking that thing. Well, I won't be taking it. I'm going to sell your judgment to a debt collector. They're going to take it. Ain't worth it at the end of the day. Don't be jealous over somebody else at the end of the day. And I'm pretty sure the nice stuff you have at the end of the day, somebody hates you too. So you can be out there hating on somebody else. I guarantee you got a hater at you the same way, hating you. Hating your house, hating your car, hating everything. Yep. Isn't that crazy, right? The jealousy of people at the end of the day. You ever hate on anybody's stuff? No, why would I? It's just stupid at the end of the day. I've never had jealousy for anything at all, period. I don't see the purpose of it all. I'm happy. If people are able to, I see a lot of people have nice cars. I got rich friends. They drive some amazing vehicles. I don't hate on them. I don't care. I don't chase money. I chase God. Why would I hate on the things on this world that are cursed? I want to go to heaven. I ain't worrying about that stuff at the end of the day. That stuff can't even come with me. Why am I worrying about your stuff? Yeah, I don't chase money. I chase God. When you chase money, you feel with jealousy and envy at the end of the day of other people's stuff. Because you want more, because you're greedy. Me, on the other hand, I couldn't care less. Can't take it with me when I die. My mother's stuff still sits there in the room she lived in. It's all there. She didn't take anything with her. So what are you obsessing about this stuff right now? Somebody else's stuff at the end of the day. There you go. I don't pay any money. Somebody can brag about the car, it's just them. I don't care. No big deal. I'm happy they got a vehicle, nice vehicle. I don't hate for anybody else's stuff, and I don't got no jealousy for it. Jamie says I'm jealous of his product. Really? You think I'm jealous of your product? I can make your product at the end of the day. You can't make mine. I gave you permission to do it, remember? I'm going to post those, by the way. I told you can make it, right? You can make it right now, and I bet you couldn't make it. You couldn't pass any of my tests. You're going to have to. You're going to go to court on that. So I'm going to figure that one out when it gets to that road. But jealous of what? What do you have that I'll be jealous of? I have a technology far more advanced than you. I go back longer than you do. I have more experience than you do at the end of the day. And judging by your intelligence level, my level is much higher than yours. Yeah, no, buddy. There's nothing that you have that I would be jealous over at the end of the day. No. Family? Buddy, I go where I want to go. I'm free. I don't have to worry about that stuff today. It's beautiful that you have it. That's you. But for me, in my world, I go where I want to go. I don't go through any of that. Not for me. It's my world, but I like to do it in the day. So what would I be jealous about you for? I make more money than you. I literally make a lot more than you do. I rented multiple houses, and these are houses were expensive. On top of that, the bills that cost to run those places were really expensive. So no. No. When I went to Disney World, I spent $27,000 in Disney World. So no, that's a lot of money too, by the way. You know how expensive Disney World is? I mean, it's really freaking expensive. You could spend $1,500 a night in some of those places. A lot of you think I'm joking. One of the packages we had was $1,000 a night. So roughly already, I did 7 days. That was $7,000. Yeah, and Disney is very expensive. Whew. And that wasn't, trust me, from some of the stuff I saw down there to buy, we didn't even have enough money at that. Some of that stuff they had, it was crazy expensive. They had freaking one of the glass slippers, it was all diamonds. You don't know how much that thing was really expensive. I was like, wow. Imagine a person can come in and just buy that. But anyway, no, I'm not jealous of you anyway whatsoever. No, my screen paint business continued on. It's becoming successful out there on the mainstream. And yeah, you're going to jail. So no, I'm not jealous in any way whatsoever. You could have done much better since you've been here. You could have done a lot better. A lot better since you've been here, man. Everyone that I talk about this guy about said, wow, how do you screw up that bad? He had so many opportunities. America is supposed to be land of opportunity. What did you do since you've been here, man? If I came here from another country, man, I had a company in no time at all. Legit business. Definitely had legit business. I don't want paperwork locked in, so I'm good to go. Oh, heck yeah. I'd have been well established down here. Opportunity. That's what a lot of the Irish Americans did and Italian Americans that came over here. They took advantage of that opportunity. Built businesses. And businesses, some of them are here still today, that their kids run. That's what I'm talking about. Not come here and commit a bunch of crimes and then go to jail. I'm going to spend some time and you're going to be in an American prison pretty soon. So nah, you didn't utilize anything at all, period. Oof, man. That's just crazy, man. Out of kind of an opportunity. You get that type of opportunity to come here. That's what they call America. They call it the land of opportunity. Got so many options to take advantage of down here. So many ways you could build your life down here. That's what I found interesting about even Americans in America. That you watch foreigners come down here and build empires when they come down here. Because they come down here with the ambition, the push, the drive to get it done. And some people have been here forever. You have opportunities all around you, you're just not grabbing. You're making a lot of excuses why you don't. You could do it. Opportunities right there. They come down here with nothing and they build empires. And my mom sat there and showed me when I was dressing up, buying Jordans every day and jewelry and all that stuff. She said, look at you. You don't even know opportunity. Look at the man on the corner right here. This is back in the day where they sold the vending stuff, like the clothes and stuff. That man has that shop right there. He'll come down here every day and he'll work at that shop. His sneakers will be turned over, his clothes will be old, his t-shirts will be dirty, but he'll still come here and make that money. You're worrying about what other people think at the end of the day. You're living day by day. He's building a future. He's building an empire. couple of years go by, he's going to save every penny he has. He's going to drop all that into a bank. He's going to build credit. He's going to build working capital. He's going to build all that. And then when the time comes, he's going to buy a corner store. And he's going to pass that cart on to the next man that comes in. And he's going to start building his empire. Now he's got a corner store now. And he's making really good money. Is he flashing around? He's buy a little bit here and there, but he's basically saving up for the next stage. Now we're in the rough neighborhood. We're making this money. The next stage, suburbs. Beautiful store out there. Making catering to the high end. Making the money now. Now they got the nice house. They got the nice cars. Kids go to college. All that stuff. That's what they do when they come down here. And we've been down here forever. Some people see it and take advantage of it. And some people don't. Land of opportunity. Yep. And some of these guys that once I got it that star today, he was a gang leader. He's a gang leader. He's a Mexican guy. I think he's Mexican. Gang leader. He played in that movie called Machete. I can't think of his name. But he's a gang leader. He spent time in jail. And he became a movie star. Anything's possible. Became a big time movie star. Yep. It's possible. Anything is possible. As long as the long run in the day, please don't chase the money, chase God. Oh, man. I love this screen, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, opportunity. I can't see how people mess up on that one. All right, ultra short throw. Did I do the promo demonstration for ultra short throw? We'll do a promo demonstration for it, so I have that on the site. Let's get 4K OLED demonstration. Yeah, man, you can't tell me twice, man. When I came out of lockup, man, I went right over and got applied for restaurant school. As soon as I got all my stuff and my paperwork, everything together I had to do, I got into restaurant school. Got a degree in culinary arts. Went to Paris for about, I think, 1 month internship. Yeah. Got out and did that for a little bit. Worked a couple odd jobs here and there because I really didn't like cooking. I don't even know why I wanted to cook. I think it's because I got a couple of chefs in the family. But it really didn't take to me because the opening, closing, constantly working all the time. Never saw daytime ever again. It's just too much, man. I just got another job working someplace else. But anyway, yeah, I had a chance to do a lot of stuff in my timeline, man. A lot of stuff in my timeline. I got a chance to meet very interesting people in the fashion business and all that stuff. I lived a really interesting life. And I've always made sure I kept myself out of trouble, not to go through that situation again. Because once you go through a system like that and you lose your freedom, there's nothing worse like losing your freedom. The opportunity to be able to grow, the opportunity to be able to build is gone. Now you're just waiting out time so you can be free again, so you have the opportunity to do it better. And when I got the opportunity to do it better, I did it. And this guy comes over here and he does nothing with the opportunity but get in trouble. You have no idea the level of trouble. Fernando knows, but the level of trouble this guy is involved in now. It's a shame. If you felt your opportunities were well, then you wouldn't be here. You came here for a purpose, for something better. That's what most people do. Come here for something better. You should have cashed in on that.
Yes.
OLED demonstrations. OLED demonstrations. What the heck you give me? All that demonstration? Really? This is what he gave me? Okay, whatever. Alright, let me see. I'm going to do this one for the promo. Oh yeah, that's going to be nice for the promo. That's going to be beautiful. I've been cooked 3 times in this room already. I'm kind of used to being in hot heat. I remember the landlord walking in like, good gracious, man, how do you get used to it? Get used to it. Projectors all the time. I remember the first time I walked in front of a 3,000 projector, I blinded myself. Now I walk in front of them all the time. They don't bother me because I'm used to walking in front of them. But if I was doing it all the time, but yeah. Okay, got that right there and that right there. All right, people, I'm going to get my promo demonstration done, get that ready already, get that done. I have 3 different businesses, actually now 4 businesses, and we're going to be going to another place. I'm going to be actually doing an installment for them pretty soon, a setup for them, because they got a nice projector in there, man, but that screen is, ooh. I'm going to call them up, let them know once we put this installment up, we're going to use that store to link to other companies, and say, look, we're over here, you can check it out, bring some business at the end of the day. When you naysayers were sitting up there saying, oh, we're going to put you out, I got those emails, by the way, about putting me out of business and all that stuff, all that stuff, everything you have sent over to me. Well, put me out of business, when you who you were talking to, me or Jesus? Because, Jesus is responsible for all this technology, right? So you must have been talking about Jesus, too. What do you think Jesus said the other day? Jesus probably laughed at the whole entire thing. It says in the Bible that evil gashes its teeth and God laughs. Powerful statement. Evil gnashes his teeth. And God laughs. Doesn't even take it as a threat. So, you'll get a chance soon. Those of you who doubted my technology and will be in court with us soon, you'll get a chance to see what this technology looks like. It's mind-blowing. I plan to get a lot of orders in that courtroom for this technology, including, hopefully, we take enough of you guys in there, back and forth, and get a chance to know a few people in there. I want to get a chance to do the screens in the courtroom, because the screens in the courtroom are white and they're just washed out. Can't see them that well. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So I was wondering if we get a contract with the city to install those in there. You know how bad that's going to be for you at the end of the day, that you're basically prosecuting my company in the very place that our screens are actually being used as a courtroom? Oh, mercy. Yeah, come on now. All right, let me see. Come up with the legendary. Bam! Look at the legendary in all its glory. All its glory. Yeah, and you see through Apex coming out. That thing's gonna stick. I'm doing that for the new site. The website. All right. Got an ultra short through, long through demonstration. I'm going to do this. Ultra short to top, long through the bottom. Some people think at the end of the day, if you get, well, actually gray screens have that effect. Gray screens, if you take a long throw, your image will diminish. But if you have an ultra short throw, your image will basically maintain. We don't have that issue. Long throw, short throw doesn't make a difference. It's still going to give off the exact same picture quality. Doesn't make a difference. Your screens have that issue. All right, that being said, I'm getting my promo done. Thank you for stopping by. Product is available. Pretty soon we got to be on site. I got to update everything on the site now with the new videos and all the demonstrations. That's why I'm pumping all the videos up. We got to post them to the site, and I got to go to the other sites so people know that something's available. So yeah, all right. It says limited edition, but it's not limited edition. Actually, it's just the name limited edition. Okay. With that being said, thank you for your time. I got to go. And of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology. If it weren't for him, none of this would ever be possible. Gotta go. God bless. All right, get promo done.